Well, Joe Rogan scorches the woke left and its influence over America's youth. Take a listen.
A lot of people can't think of themselves. And not only that, but they've had jobs where they've been forced to, like, all day, every day, follow the rules. And then there becomes an ideology that everybody in your business shares. And you have to share that ideology or you get pushed out into the fringes of the social group. You could get sucked into anything. If you're in it when you're young, you get indoctrinated. I mean, that's how every cult does it.
Wow, Kay Yang once considered herself indoctrinated. She has since deprogrammed herself and is helping others do the same. She's the creator of stopfemaleerasure.com and joins us now. So when you talk about what Joe Rogan's talking about, do you think he's overstating when he says cult?
No, I don't. You know, it really doesn't behoove the powers that be to have a public that can think for themselves. And children are being taught to think critically. They're really being taught lies, like it's possible to magically transform from one sex to the other. And they're encountering this propaganda before they've even developed an understanding of themselves or the world around them. And this is setting them up to fall into the trappings of groupthink. And children, especially teens, are seeking acceptance. They want approval and validation. And sometimes that means they're going to go along with things that they don't believe in or agree with, or that they don't understand at all. And groupthink is a cult-like mentality. Individual free thought is suppressed, and the individual is trained that conforming with the group is more important than anything else. Sure. If your child sees that their friends who come out as trans on social media receive lots of likes and hearts on their photos, they're going to assume that they should also approve. And they might even get the message that if they come out as trans, they'll receive the same affirmation, adoration, and support.
Sure, and groupthink, also known as peer pressure, to a lot of those kids who are starting to think that way. Kay, if you would, explain your situation and how you got to a certain point in your life and you realized, wait a minute, this is not my path, and how you deprogrammed yourself.
Well, when I was in my early 20s, I was indoctrinated into transgender and gender identity while I was working at an LGBT nonprofit. So I was considered an expert despite the fact that I didn't know anything about trans or gender identity until I was trained through the materials that were given to me from these larger nonprofits. And part of what I was doing was, in addition to indoctrinating children in public schools, I was also responsible for co-leading these cultural competency trainings. And we would instruct adults in the correct ways to think about and talk about trans identities. Yeah. I was instructed to call local businesses, professional offices, corporate box shops, even churches to arrange these informational sessions. And we would administer a quiz on what they learned, and they'd be given a certificate to show that they completed the course. And today, employees are being coerced into undergoing similar trainings, but employers haven't just spontaneously decided to focus on these issues. These changes in the workplace are being pushed from the top down by international bodies like the UN and the World Economic Forum. And they're dictating these new workplace norms by financially coercing the global corporate power structure to play along.
Well, okay, it's a fascinating story. I know that you work with parents and children individually now to deprogram them. Thank you so much for coming on our show. What's your website again if people are interested?
Absolutely. stopfemaleerasure.com and also thedeprogrammer.com.
Okay. Thank you, Kay.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.